As the sword arced towards Arthur, he noticed the faint glow of mana surrounding it. Augmenting his sword to attack an 8-year-old, the guard showed no tact. The guard's hood fell back as he charged, revealing a rugged veteran's furious expression. Arthur clearly saw the horror on the faces around them. The twin horns desperately tried to reach the guard to stop him from cleaving Arthur in two. Even the king looked surprised, while the queen frantically reached for her wand. Arthur's eyes stayed focused on the descending sword, but he was relaxed. The guard's attack, perhaps due to anger or mediocre training, was rushed and full of openings. Arthur didn't even need to will mana into his body. He stepped forward with his right foot as the sword swung down, then reached up and grabbed the sword's grip between the crossguard and the guard's hand. Arthur pivoted on his right foot, using the swing's momentum, his body parallel to the guard's. The reinforced sword whistled harmlessly through the space where Arthur had just been, creating a small fissure in the ground and embedding itself. In one smooth movement, Arthur quickly struck the guard in the jaw, which he hadn't guarded with mana. Combined with the downward movement from the swing, Arthur's upward punch created an impact much stronger than he'd expected. The guard grunted lowly before crumpling. Arthur's attention immediately turned to Sebastian. As Arthur had expected, the man was silently muttering a spell, his beady eyes locked intently with Arthur's. Sebastian thought, "That impudent brat. He needs to learn his place." When the king asked for something, it wasn't a request, it was an order. How dare the boy not only refuse, but even reprimand the king? Such an insolent child didn't deserve an equal's contract. Sebastian's own family were conjurers, elite mages, yet even he didn't have a contract with a beast. Sebastian thought, but even at his young age, he had a beast capable enough to form an equal's contract? That meant the beast was at least an A-class. Sebastian ground his teeth in frustration. Sebastian thought, I deserved a bond as magnificent as the steed that beast would grow to become. And yet he refused me? He refused the king? Insolent peasant, you dare insult the king and his family? Harry roared, charging towards the child, brandishing his sword. Sebastian thought, yes, kill that brat. Augmenters did have their uses at times. He believed that after the boy was dead, the black mana beast would rightfully be his. Yet before Sebastian could even start cheering for Harry, the guard had been knocked out. Sebastian thought, what the hell? Sebastian had no idea how Harry, that useless half-witted fool, managed to get knocked out. But it was clear Sebastian would have to handle the kid himself. As Sebastian began taking out his staff, he realized the boy was walking toward him. Sebastian had to hold back a laugh. Sebastian thought, he's actually coming toward me. Is he asking to die? He didn't care at this point. Vincent, the non-mage, was a close friend to the king, but Sebastian figured he'd get off with just a light punishment for killing an insignificant brat. Sebastian thought, whatever bothersome punishment the king decreed would be well worth it if it meant getting my hands on that mana beast.